Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Watch, Eala back in PH meets fans. Filipina tennis ace Alex Eala engages with fans during an exclusive meet and greet hosted by Globe at the Globe Tower, BGC, on Friday, July 18, 2025. Fresh from her international campaigns, Eala shared insights about her fitness routine, upcoming tournaments, and the journey that continues to inspire a new generation of athletes. Video by Rio Deluvio. The sweltering Manila sun bore down on a buzzing crowd that had gathered hours early at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. It wasn't a concert, a political rally, or even a boxing match. No, this was something more intimate, more hopeful, a celebration of a young Filipina who had taken the global tennis stage by storm. Alex Eala was back in the Philippines, and she was meeting her fans. This wasn't just a press event, it was a homecoming. The arrival. At just 19, Alexandra Alex Eala had already carved a place in the hearts of millions of Filipinos. Her recent performances on the international tennis circuit, particularly a fierce showing at Wimbledon where she reached the third round, had sparked an eruption of pride back home. So when word got out that Eala was flying back to the Philippines for a brief break before the North American hardcourt season, the excitement was electric. She arrived at Ninoy Aquino International Airport to a modest but passionate welcome. Fans holding Mabuhay Alex signs, children with rackets, and reporters shuffling to catch her first words. Smiling and humble, Eala waved, gave short but sincere thanks, and quietly slipped away with her family. But the true moment awaited at the fan meet days later. A stage built for more than tennis. Inside the air-conditioned halls of MOA Arena, hundreds of eager supporters waited with bated breath. Music played softly in the background. A small tennis net had been set up on the side, surrounded by cardboard cutouts of Eala in action, forehands, backhands, victory cries. It was less a commercial event and more a celebration of grit, pride, and homegrown talent. At exactly 3 p.m., the house lights dimmed and a highlight reel began to play. Clips of a younger Alex, barely taller than her racket, practicing serves in the heat of a Manila summer. Scenes from her Rafael Nadal Academy training in Spain. Her stunning win at the 2022 U.S. Open Juniors. The recent Wimbledon run. The crowd cheered at every point. Then she entered. Wearing a simple blue and white dress, Alex waved with the same energy you might expect from a childhood friend walking into a reunion. She greeted the host, and the first thing she said after thanking the fans was, "This is the best welcome I could ever ask for. Thank you, Pilipinas." The crowd erupted. A conversation with her country. The event wasn't just about selfies and autographs. It was about connection. During a brief Q&A moderated by sports anchor Leah Cruz, Alex was candid, articulate, and genuine. On returning to the Philippines, "There's something about coming home that grounds me. I travel so much, train so hard, but coming back here reminds me why I started. The noise, the food, the people, it's home." On her Wimbledon performance, "I surprised myself in some ways. The grass court season is short, and I didn't have many matches before. But stepping on that court, hearing people cheer, even seeing some Pinoys in the crowd, it made me fight harder." On carrying the Filipino flag abroad, "It's pressure, but the good kind. I know that every time I step on the court, I'm not just playing for myself. I'm playing for every young Filipino girl who dreams big. That pushes me to keep going." On her future goals, the dream is always to be top 10, to win a Grand Slam, of course, but also to be remembered not just as a tennis player, but as someone who inspired a generation. That would be the ultimate victory. Meet and greet moments. As soon as the formal segment ended, the real magic began. Fans lined up with rackets, posters, sneakers, and even custom art. Eala took her time with each one, smiling, signing, and occasionally kneeling down to talk to young fans eye to eye. One touching moment came when an 8-year-old girl, dressed in a pink tennis outfit, nervously approached Alex. She had written a letter, hand-folded, with Para K8 Alex scribbled on the front. Alex read it, hugged the girl, and said, "You're going to be better than me one day. Keep training." Another senior fan, wearing a faded Eala 2022 U.S. Open shirt, approached her teary-eyed and simply said, Thank you for giving the Philippines hope. A surprise announcement. Before the day ended, Alex had one more surprise. She announced the launch of the Eala Youth Tennis Foundation, a grassroots initiative aimed at supporting underprivileged young tennis players in the Philippines. I was lucky. I had support, good coaching, and a family that believed in me. Not everyone has that. I want to help build that support system for others. The audience gave her a standing ovation. The foundation plans to partner with local clubs, schools, and even barangay sports programs to distribute equipment, offer mentorship, and potentially create an annual youth tennis camp. I want the next great Filipino tennis player to come from the provinces, from places we haven't even looked yet. The last rally. As the event drew to a close, Alex invited a few young fans onto the stage for a mini tennis rally. Laughter echoed as softballs flew across the miniature net. It wasn't about perfect technique. It was about inspiration. Before she left, Alex turned to the audience and said, I may be based in Spain, training in Europe, traveling the world, but this is my home court. And you all, you're my home crowd. Maraming salamat po. Beyond the applause, as the crowd dispersed, a sense of hope lingered. In a nation long dominated by basketball and boxing, tennis had found its heroine. Alex Eala was no longer just a rising star. She was a symbol of perseverance, of quiet strength, of what could happen when talent met opportunity and national pride. Her meet and greet was more than a fan event. It was a passing of the torch, from one generation of Filipinos to another, from dreams to action, from support to legacy. And as she flies back to resume her hardcourt campaign, chasing more titles and breaking more barriers, one thing remains certain. Wherever she goes, she carries the Philippines in her serve, her stride, and her soul.